Hello, this is nobody else. Welcome to the stream. We had a small hiccup beforehand. So yes, now I'm managed to make it stream. So as I said, welcome. We'll continue our adventure in the Koronus Expanse as a rock trader, which were previously a Navy officer. Yeah, so we play as an officer with a Navy officer archetype origin, and as a second class, not as an advanced class, we took Master Tactician. And I'm not 100% sure if that's what I wanted to do, but I'll play it like this or no. Makes sense for some things, I guess. So wait a sec. Yes. So previously we are in Marty's Endurance. We're in the...
Let us not dawdle.
Yeah. We are in this... Yes, we are in Footfall, Shadow Quarters. We cleared that. And now we are in the Amasegus. We're trying to get to the Amasegus stuff. And I think we need to find more about the strange gang. Yes. That we kill Cinder.
I always have a backup plan.
So let's see here what...
Oh my, this place has so many colors. Every shade I can imagine is floating in the air.
Colors, you say? Next she'll be asking us to take her on a tavern crawl. Spare me.
Oh, thank you. Under the floor you can see the remains of the void ship's life support system. It seems that whoever dismantled the vessel decided to leave it in place. Up to Samasekus.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, can we go down? We can go down, I guess. Or not. That's a closed stuff. Oh, we found this. We turn with these keys. I forgot how to play. Okay.
Cast your eye there.
Yeah, there's a guard here. So when we come here, we remember to get that. Let's see. Let's pick up the stuff. Didn't... Ooh, suspicious.
Is there money to be made?
Okay. Stuck to the plates are lumps of sawdust, toxic waste that it sometimes passed off as ordinary nutritious starch. Let's do this.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I'm not paid to talk, I'm paid to watch characters like you. Okay? Thanks, my friend. Let's... so... Okay. Okay. So, everybody's saying about Octaviana, so maybe we should find here. Yes, can I help you? Yes, of course you can help me. Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. Gordey Skadov, architectural historian. You look deeply despondent over something. What happened? Here I go again, putting my head out to have you disappear in 10 minutes just like everyone else before you. But alright, here's the story of Gordey Skadov, the unluckiest historian in the Imperium. Okay? I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my great passion, the history of Imperium architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work that there was to find on this art, and then, once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architecture through different worlds, until one day, oh, that I cursed and blessed that day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Let's see. Pulls what looks like a book or an album with a homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the binding look well done. Here it is, my undoing. This is an authentic booklet named Dwayne's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the times of Footfall's construction. What a curious read. Please tell us more. That's Cassia. Footfall's founder, Lord Parsimus was obsessed with his creation grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turning to glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses, the archvaults of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of balusters, and the interior. Polyphorus 10 stories tall and more than a kilometer long, cyclopean light tubes that catch the light of Furibundus and use it to brighten the holes in the heads of the asteroids, stained glass windows and mosaics, bas reliefs and statues. Keep listening. I apologize, I got carried away, but you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think about anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I'll still gather all my savings and send out on a journey. Okay? It's no easy feat to cross 2 sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay on transfer wards waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction or for warp disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years. In real space-time, of course. For me it was much less than that. somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 35. And then, after all these years, having spent all of my savings, I reached my dream. And what did I see? And dump, in place of the exquisite portico, metal anthills clinging to the columns, the marble piles pilfered by peppers to use as cladding for their hovels. It's been a dozen years since I came here and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but never expected to see footfall in such sorry state. It is like stumbling upon a horrible decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. The warp, like a shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allotted to his servants. But what sense is there in spending half your life on such an enterprise only to then lose your spirit and waste the remaining half of nothing at all? So the ink and paper too can lie and cause pain. Does this mean that all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality? But you are an architectural historian. Is what happened to Footfall not part of his history? Yes. Footfall's current appearance, slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It will be curious to observe if other places have taken after it, thereby solidifying it as new style of architecture, or it still remains a local oddity. My lord, you certainly know how to provide an unexpected perspective on things. Be that as it may, I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen years I have spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It's such a delight to have shared everything has been waiting on my mind. I'm poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you as a token of appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered throughout its pages. Taking the form of a riddle, it describes certain places of interest on Footfall. I believe it is the work of the booklet's creators. What if these riddles lead to something, a wondrous discovery? I will gladly share what I've been able to learn with you. Riddles? Have you not tried to make this wondrous discovery for yourself? I have, of course, but I'm an old man who is blind in one eye and can barely move his legs. I've never found anything, but that doesn't mean there's nothing to find. Tell me about the places these riddles lead to. The first location of the riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that is supposed to go through the center of this district and into the void toward the neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and then those lie in ruins. Still, if the cache survived after all these years, it is there somewhere. Okay. The second location is the Ladder of the Great Cathedral. A ladder is a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Liege's entire so-called palace could have fit inside what was meant to be not but a single room. The great cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger, but alas, its construction was just getting underway when Dwayne died and the work stopped. The ladder from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of St. Drusus the Warrior. And I think we need to go there somewhere. And that's all I know. I wish you luck in your search. I must take my leave. Good luck to you. Okay, we learned something.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Left speed for 4 start. Okay. There's
I
nothing
always have a
interesting
backup plan.
here. Oh, carouse, waitress.
Experience. Nothing
The
matters more.
the decanter used to contain a chivamasa, which for the sake of her flavors enriched with deodorizing agent. Yo. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
Here are the refugee vagabond.
I always keep my options open.
It says here that there is some loot. Huh? I'm guessing we need to go in here. So we can get either here and here. Let's get...
Is there money to be made?
Oh. Okay. Oh, find Riza. The woman looks to be in her 40s and she's surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears almost black against the her dusky skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light filtered through the smug lens of her prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to her knuckles. Okay, nice. Looking for something specific? You are buying or maybe selling. Don't be shy, just ask. Old Riza knows all kinds of folks. My boys will fetch you anything your heart desire. Haha. I hope... Let me... I cannot save. Okay, I'll do this. Grandpa Backfall says hello. That old rascal. I thought he croaked in the mines long ago, but old Malcolm's still alive. Learn the code phrase of you. Alive and kicking, you say. Me and he have been through a lot of interesting scraps together. And oh, all the weird and wonderful things we've acquired. Grandpa wouldn't send his regards along with Justin. We must have done him a good turn. Oh, we gave 5 discount, and because of that, old Riza is going to give you a special discount. Nice. What kinds of goods are you willing to buy? Tech is always the best. If it's broke, no suit. We'll fix it or take it apart. And if you score something so nasty that your fancy everyday traders won't even look at it, you're not. Just bring it over. Just bring it on over. Leave it to me and my boys to find the right buyer. Okay? The handling of sacred technology by lay persons and initiating the Omniscience priesthood is a category 8 blasphemy. Incriminating evidence of profane acts perpetrated by the unit named Old Riza has been recorded for use in future We call ourselves Fellowship of the Void, an association. We call ourselves Fellowship of the Void, an association of enterprising, like-minded people who help the upstanding citizens of the Imperium rid themselves of possessions they are weighing them down. Yeah. Abelard. Abelard doesn't like that. Pirates, in other words. Please, no need to be crude. Your esteemed self no doubt is aware that Hieronymus preaches that asceticism is a virtue, and that only by rejecting material wealth can we ascend in faith. Well, I couldn't agree more. We are merely helping the servants of the Imperium to be little more like Hieronymus, and taking a small commission for our trouble. Yeah, that's a good way. Oh, yes. Ooh. Graded sword. On a critical hit, this sword inflicts one stamina acceleration effect for each tag of life. Oh. Navy's shop like. That's a good one. Oh, it's a good one. Bio available, of course. Heretic trophies will give them. Xeno artifacts we don't have. Jewelry we do have. Any ship components. No, we'll give this for now. Okay. Profit factor. Okay, so
The machine gun ground.
what the? Oh, by the throne. That's him, isn't it? The poor sap who got hit by the anvils. Oh, he. That's the one. I think he was from Cabaliga. Well, his troubles are over now. So he suicided? Suicide? Committed suicide?
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
My house would be proud of me.
Oh. Mastercraft. Ooh. That's a good one. Okay. Did we fail a check? I guess.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Then it's in the process. Then it's in the process of thinking with someone no device that is clinking related. She has a rough-looking implant in the place of her lower. As you approach, the implant begins to move as if independently. Welcome to the Adeptus Amasecus cells. What can Octaviana get you? Amasec? Law? Something more interesting? Octaviana Reasons in place. It can't be. Are you Sister Agenda? The Sister Agenda? The one who was the worst scam on footfall shaking. The one who was the worst scam on footfall shaking their boots. The whole station is talking about you. And here you are, in the flesh, in our humble Amasekus. Agenda stops. No more, no more. I seek retribution against transgressors, not glory for myself. It's been one thing after another lately. I figured it was due for some me time. Give me a splash of local hooch. How are things on... Yeah, let's do this and then let's do the how are things on footfall. Octaviana looks at you closely, then takes a bottle from a shelf and uncorks it. The transparent, pungent, smelling liquid quickly fills the glass that sits between you. A scarlet respiration hisses quietly. The alchemical composition of this system is known to me, but never before have come across such unusual application, an exquisite path of martyrdom in honor of the Messiah. Lord Imperium, take a good look at it. Lord Imperium succeeds. The glass contains a liquid that is clearly made from spent promethium. This is moonshine, virtually unfiltered, that quickly blows the drinker off their feet, and when it turns their liver into bubbling smoke. Got anything better? Octaviana grabs Dusty an open bottle from under the bar in a clean glass. The amber liquid splashes against the crystal walls as she adds in a couple of black pebbles. The soft, spicy aroma tickles your nostril. Oh! The amasec warms your soul pleasantly. You can make out a hint of spice, the flavor of an oak barrel, and a distinct earth aroma. You feel a little more at peace, and you reach the bottom of the glass sooner than you like. Aren't things here on footfall? Haven't been to our fine station for a while, have you, sir? As per usual, there's never a dull moment. Either someone's getting a shot in a square, or some... Okay, sure, the leech makes sure that the local shenanigans don't get in the way of business on the station, but what happens on the outskirts adds little spice to our lives. We make do, but the real trouble is with every passing day it gets harder to find grub. I heard that some horrors are happening in the void outside Furibundus that not all ships are making it here, and the Legion's old patrons don't seem to be in a hurry to help. It's taking a toll on Vladiahim's authority, and its authority wobbles too hard, and if his authority wobbles too hard, he'll have plenty of people lining up to take his place. Why this thing... Give me a sec. I need to check something with... Need to check something. Why is this thing running completely? Oh, is it because it drops? Seems that it drops and then it goes up again and then it drops. Okay, maybe that's why. Anyways, let's continue. What is this place? We are in the oldest watering hole on footfall, sir. The Adeptus Amasegus is the only Adeptus one. Is the only Adeptus one can find on Footfall. Yes, Adeptus Amasegus, Adeptus Astartes. I am Octavian. I said comes down to it, quite the rowdy ones. Yes. She says, folks usually come to the Amasegus for either pleasure or business. Might be asked what brought you here? I have business here. Oh, I was curious about this place or business. No, I have business here. We are better to do business. We are better to do business than Footfall. Am I right? Business is the only thing keeping this melting pot going. If this wasn't the best place to make deals, Footfall would have been stripped clean long before now, one asteroid at a time. Sitting in this bar often puts folk in a talkative mood, and I don't see anybody paying me to keep quiet. Visits from eminent individuals like yourself boost the status of my establishment, so I can repay you by sharing what I have overheard. Some of it might help you out in your dealings. Yeah, odd name, the Adeptus Amasegus. Not very different. What does this mean? What does this word mean? Oh, I've never seen this. Not that respectful. No, I don't like. No doubt you have picked up a knowledge working in a place like this. Do you know anything about the Anvers gang? Maybe I do know something, but let's not shout about it to the whole bar. Alright? I'll be here long after you walk out of this bar, and the Anvers respect no agreements, laws, or other guns. You look at them the wrong way, you're dead. Anyway, to the point, those Anvers are scum among scum. The most unhinged goons you can find on Footfall, and even other unhinged goons want nothing to do with them. They have no hierarchy, no territory, nothing. Only a nameless leader who most of the Anvers haven't seen once. This leader sends them leaflets with inspiring messages. Followers are recruited by other followers. The leech tried to bring them to line, but it's like this. You clear out one group, in the meantime 5 more spring up elsewhere. Like I said, no one knows who their leader is or where this leader operates from. But here's what I've noticed. The most recent Anvers leaflets, the ones so fresh you can smell the ink of them, always show up in the same area on the big slam asteroid. Let me show you where it is really quick. She uses drops of liquid to draw the basic map around the bar, right around here. I'm positive they're printing that little point somewhere in this area. Give me the latest. Okay, let's do this. Give me the latest. This one might be interest you. A tale I heard from a tipsy voidborn from a cargo barge. They exceeded the warp halfway between Furibundus and the Amviorus system and came upon a shuttle wreck adrift. The shuttle was registered to the inevitable Triumph, a merchant ship that disappeared decades ago. She was bound for Footfall. Her cargo holds brimming with valuable goods, but she never made it. If anything at all survived the shipwreck, it would be quite a lucky find. Okay? Here's another tidbit for you. Some poor sod was here bowling about how he tossed out the whole shipment of cargo along with the trash, and it was his fault somehow. He hid the fact, and once they docked at Footfall, he immediately went on the run. No surprise there. Had they discovered his branding, he would have been executed. I don't know what sort of cargo it was, but the ship he served on usually goes between Footfall and Winterscale's Realm. He passes the 100 Realms crossroad and Langermann's belt. If you happen by the area, you might want to look for whatever that idiot chunked overboard. Nice. That will do for now. Give me something strong. No. No, I'll be going. Thanks. Until next time, sir. Thanks. Did we continue? Let me save here again. Welcome to what will be. Give me something strong. Sorry, sir. This was the last battle of that year. What can I say? We are all feeling the burn of footfall shipping problem. I'll be going. Till next time. So. Let's do this too. Welcome to my adept, odd name the adept, not very reverberant. What makes you say that? Do you know where you're standing? On the decks of Martis Endurance, a sacred vessel that once belonged to Adeptus Administratum. 100 years ago, the bureaucrats sent a mission here to establish a department, set up some kind of record-keeping overhaul footfall, and make everything here follow a billion lost to the letter. As you can see, it was the Martis Endurance and its inhabitants that got overhauled in the end. I don't know what happened to them, but the locals like to come here to make deals and count their money like before. In this temple of Imperius accountants over there, you can see the signs being preserved partially. A great place and a new name, and the new name fits perfectly. You like it? I'm flattered. It's not often that we get important and even less often that they really appreciate this place. I'll be going. Till next time. Okay, so we need to find more about that guy. Yes, can you help? I think I'm missing something here. Let's come here.
Always keep your eye on the price. But we didn't. Okay, let's see rumors.
The turn-off is visible from... oh!
I always have a backup plan.
We need to come here. Or not. Well, let me... I think it's something we have in our... The turn can be seen from the entrance to the adeptus. Make sure some gunker doesn't see. Huh. So maybe we need to get here.
I always keep my options open. Is there money to be made?
The turn can be seen. Oh, maybe it's this one that he's talking about. How can I get there?
I've read about this.
No, 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 no. The turn can be seen from the entrance.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Is it this way?
Let us not dawdle. always have a backup plan.
Look no further.
I will lead us to fortune. Always keep your eye on the prize. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. I know how to take risks. Is there money to be made? I always keep my options open.
Sorry, was muted. So this is where we entered. I think I'm missing something. other car on the right path to the other car. Hmm. The turret can be seen from the entrance to the Adeptus. Make sure some Booker doesn't see. Hmm.
Let us know, Dawdle.
I think this is good, but I don't know how to get here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Hmm. Yeah, we need to enter here. Okay, let's go back. I'll try. So we did this quest. But okay, let me see what I'm missing here.